Hello and welcome to an Uber Drivers Week Monday. I'm Paul, the guy behind Driving Mall, a rugby pundit and Uber driver. So this is Monday, or day one of my week Uber driving, and today I will talk about how I went today. If you want to get the background of what I'm doing this week and in this series, then check out my intro, which I put up yesterday. But basically, I'm giving you an update as to how I'm going on my first full week Uber driving. I've been Uber driving for about a month, but because of various other commitments, I've not done a full week. And this week, that is my goal, is to do a full week, about 40 hours worth of driving, so we can compare it to a normal working day. So how did today go? Today went okay, actually. I made the amount of money I thought I would make, give it slightly over, but I ended up driving for longer than I expected, so the actual hourly rate probably was not where I wanted it to be. So how did it go? I was online for 5 hours and 54 minutes. Now, basically, for me, the idea is I'll be online from 9 till 2, basically when my kids are at school, so I can get back in time for them to pick them up from school. So, yep, I kicked off probably about 15 minutes, so about 8:45ish, and obviously, and was online on the app until about 2:30, trying to get a trip back towards the school. So it was the right amount of time I was on that I expected. So it wasn't, but it was more than 5 hours. And how much did I earn? I earned $101.01 from that, which works out at being $17 an hour. It was just purely the first 5 hours exactly, and I thought, because my expectations I can make is that par should be about $20 an hour. Then I would have been expecting to make $100 in that session. So I've made the session amount, but the session was longer, hence the dollar per hour isn't where I'd like it to be. In that time, I did 10 trips, and that equated to a trip time of 2 hours and 14 minutes. And as you can probably tell, that meant that most of the time was non-trip time, i.e. time I was not earning money. So the non-trip time was 3 hours and 40 minutes. So clearly a problem there is I need to cut down that non-trip time. The gaps between the trips really is killing or is reducing the sort of income I could make. So I need to look into that. If I look at my trips, then I did have one trip to the airport, which had a long time afterwards, nearly an hour gap between me trying to get the next trip. But actually I earned so much on that it was about $20. I earned nearly $35. The total time was about 1.5 hours. So I nearly made so I was on $20 an hour there. So that wasn't really the problem. Wasn't the airport trip, even though that one sort of shines out as being the longest gap in the day. It was the gaps around town, which were the problem. I think two 20-minute gaps, and I need to cut those down. I really need to find trips quicker. So there you go. My costs currently are at $0 because I started off with half a tank of petrol today, and that was enough for me. In the morning, I will have to fill up with petrol, so my costs will obviously go up tomorrow. Also tomorrow, my hours will be impacted because I've got to go get a medical certificate and also try to apply for my P endorsement. The laws in New Zealand have changed recently, and so we're having to get sort of medical certificates, P endorsements, and certificates of fitness as well. So those things are all changing. So there will be an impact on my hours tomorrow as I do that. But it's still work hours. It just won't be online earning hours. So that's what I'll be looking at doing tomorrow. So that's how Monday's gone. It's gone okay. Not great by any stretch, but also not a disaster. I made the kind of money I was expecting to. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about this. And if you would like to become an Uber driver, then please use my referral code Paul, Paul, B47554UE. The link is down below. So you can, in the comments below, so you can just click on it there. Basically, if you make 20 trips, we can both make a bit of extra cash. But do note that Uber do change their promotions from time to time, and it may be different in different cities as well, depending on where you are located. But thank you very much for watching. And subscribe to get my other videos. They'll say this is day one. I will be doing through to day 7, and I'll be giving you how much the numbers are each day and how that is working out cumulatively as well. Thank you for joining me, and catch you soon.